Okay. So, a pleasant morning to have you po, ma'am. I'm Renz Manuel po from the Medical Colleges of Northern Philippines, or MCNP. Your student nurse assigned po up until the end of our assessment and also our procedure. Now, our combo is letter A, which composed of your birth simulation, perineal care, and such with your gloving. So, let's proceed po with your birth simulation. Now, to begin with the birth simulation, mother, if your body tells you to change your position, trust your instinct po, such as sitting, side lying, or niches in which you are comfortable with. And can I offer you a sip of juice or an ice chips to energize you before our pushing stage? Kasi at this stage, you have to orally energize the mother to prevent dehydration. Now, can I assist you po in emptying your bladder? Because a full bladder can distend the delivery of that fetus and can also induce discomfort. So we have to assist the mother in doing so. Next, you have to inform and also encourage by doing so just like this. Mother, you are now 10 cm dilated as per assessment and shows signs of true labor. Kailangan na po namin kayo transfer sa delivery room for your actual proper delivery. I know that you are overwhelmed right now, but that feelings means you are exactly where you need to be. So, you just have to follow me po. Inhale, exhale through your mouth. Okay, that's good. So you have to keep doing like that to reduce the tension, to reduce the discomfort, and to reduce the pain that you are going through. Now, in preparation for that delivery, I have to ensure that you're not shivering nor sweating excessively by ensuring a 25 to 28 degree room temperature. And also this prevents a neonatal hypothermia. Okay? Then I have to ensure that you are in a comfortable position by adjusting the head of the bed in a semi-forward position to assist with the breathing. Then also, I have your your clean sheet of towel to what do you call this, to cover you po while providing with the privacy. Okay, that's good. And also allowing us to have that maximal exposure to your perineal area. Then after that, aside from that, allow me po to remove my glove, but before that, I need you to do as I say. Do not push if there is no contractions or your uterus is at relaxed, because what would happen? It could create decelerations, and at most, it could create a perineal laceration that could cause further postpartum hemorrhage. So, push lang po if you have feeling of contractions such as mild cramping in your lower abdomen. At the same time, yung tightening of your abdomen. So you have to keep pushing po. Okay? But you have to inform me beforehand. Then now, in doing so with the hand washing, we have to follow the WHO or the World Health Organization standards and also the 5 moments. In doing so, you have to do the palm to palm. Okay? The back of the palm with the fingers interlace. The palm to palm with fingers interlace. The back of the fingers with fingers interlock. Then don't forget about the circular motion in your palm. The other side, and also don't forget your thumb in a circular motion as well. Then also your wrist. In cleansing it po, you have to do it in a cleanest to dirtiest. You have to do it a step of a time, from your fingers up to your shoulders, elbows rather. Yun. So, in doing so, you have to have an assistance from someone to dry with your hand. Moving on, I have to prepare a clean and flat newborn resuscitation area in a separate table po in case of a temperature, airway, breathing, and circulation happens as an emergency. So we have to revive the baby. That is our priority. Then after po nyan, I have to make all the materials in a linear pattern. So a separate table again. So as you can see, I have prepared here now the materials from bonnet of the baby, for immediate drying, for oxytocin injections, also for the contraction, and also we have your scissors, your what do you call this, kidney basins for the placental delivery, or and also your chlorine solution for decontaminating. So moving on, in doing so, after all of that preparation, I have to wear a clean glove. In doing so, with the wearing of the clean glove, let's proceed na po with your perineal care. One at a time, so it's composed of your cleaning or washing with a soap, rinsing with clear water, and also drying it thoroughly. At the same time, wiping it with an antiseptic solution. So, for example, ito yung towel. Now, you have to use a one stroke at a time. So, you have to start with your pubis symphysis. So, nandito siya upward. Then you have to make another stroke. That's for inner thighs, that's your right. Then also another stroke for your left. Then another stroke for your labia majora. You have to use your non-dominant hand to separate the labias, one at a time. The labia minoras. Okay? Then if the folds are nagamit na po siya, you have to baliktad it. Baliktad. So kapag nabaliktad mo na siya, you have to keep continue for the vaginal to the perineal orifices, then to the perineum to the rectum. So kapag natapos mo na siya, you have to keep repeatedly with a cleansing it with the clear water, or kahit sa yung solution na lang. I-pour mo lang siya, but make sure na meron kang timpa sa baba so that it would prevent leakage. Then also, in wanting for the antiseptic solution, we have to use the instrumental clamp to lock the cotton balls. Then we have here the cotton balls deep in an antiseptic solution, one at a time. So with the same motion pa rin, labia pubis and faces upward, down. Then you have to get another for the inner thighs, labia majora. So yon. Pag natapos mo siya, you have to remove your glove, then perform hand hygiene, then also let's prepare you for the wearing of that sterile glove. In doing so with the wearing of the glove, you have to use 2 sets. That's for your baby's delivery and at the same time for your placental delivery. In doing so, i-prepare muna natin, buksan muna natin sila, pero since nakabukas na, prepare mo lang sila dyan, magkasunod, magkatabi. So, with the same process, kaya mo pong sabihin kasi may gloving naman tayong separate set, buksan mo na po siya. So you have to make use of an antiseptic solution, or let's say an aseptic technique rather. So you have to use your dominant hand, pero huwag nang sabihin kasi sayang yung time. So insert mo lang, then you have to take time. Then up above, lift it from the package. Yun. Glove your hand. So you have to slide your fingers under, so you have to put it downward. So you have to make an adjustments. Then you have to use your hand, grasp it, toss. Then so you have to innerly open the package. Pero dapat naka-open na silang dalawa kanina, pero you have to use an assistance. In doing so, sterile to sterile po, you have to slide your hand under the cuff kasi sterile to sterile siya. Like this, leave it from the package. Then you have to insert another set of glove. Yan. So you have to insert it once more under the cuff, lift it from the package, then you have to gently insert your hand kapag mag-isa ka. Pero kapag may assistant ka naman, you have to obtain assistant kung kailangan. Yan. So all set na po tayo sa glove, then let's prepare for that delivery. Okay. So in preparation for that delivery, or let's say at the time of delivery, this moment are a very kinakabahan po si mother, very pressured at this moment, but you have to stay composure to yourself, or compose to yourself. Now, you have to advise the mother to keep pushing as indicated. Mother, I know that you are pressured right now, and you are now at your delivery room, at your primest moment po. So you have to do as I say po, keep pushing. If there's a contraction, no pushing. If no contraction. Okay po, maliwanag po ba? And you have to keep deep breathing. Avoid Valsalva maneuver po. You have to inhale, exhale through your mouth. Okay, that is good. Keep breathing lang din po to relieve the tension. Also, to relax your abdominal muscle. To keep that fetus passage. Okay? Then from that, I have to make sure that you have to drip the mother, as importantly for that towel drying later on. Since may kumot din siya, you have to make use of another towel again. Punta mo rin siya dito. Yon. Sa lower abdominal nga, sa may uterus. Kasi iba pa rin lapa yung sa may chest mamaya. So after po make sure, you have to deliver now the baby. You have to assist, sabi nung po rin Edfire Ere. So in doing so, kapag mother, if that head is delivered, you have to stop pushing already. Everything follows na po. But in the head of delivery, you have to make use of a gauze pad. So that naka-open na rin to kanina. Then support lang din natin head. Then push mo to. Okay? Push mo to. Push mo yung, I'm not saying na push mo, but you have to support lang yung head once it's delivered to prevent perineal laceration. So, yun. A counter pushing lang din sa may perineum ni mother. Then kapag na-deliver na yung head, you have to make use of a Y shape. Naka-prone siya, so you have to lagay mo rin dito sa head para kahit papaano support lang din siya in external rotation. So kapag na external rotation mo siya, you have to pull pull it downward to deliver the anterior shoulder. Then you have to another rotation for your anterior shoulder. Then that's the time po na deliver na si baby. Kapag na-deliver na siya, you have to put it down. For the first 30 seconds, you have to keep toward drying from mouth to nose, the head to the lower trunk. So kapag napunas mo si baby, you have to lift it the baby again. Yun. Lagay mo siya sa chest for the skin-to-skin contact, then discard the cold towel. In doing so, to support this po, for that skin-to-skin contact, the head is on the side to prevent the aspiration ni baby, to assist with the breathing. Nakaprone din po siya in the bare skin ni mother. In doing so, in support with this, to prevent neonatal hypothermia, you have here your bonnet to ipasuot mo kay baby, okay? Most importantly, yung damit din, okay? Since nakaprone siya, kahit gantong damit lang siya, ipatong mo lang sa likod to prevent further heat loss. Then another blanket, may blanket si mother kanina, then you have to blanket both of them. Then mother, you have to hold the baby, you have to assist lang din po. As I have here, we're not done yet for your second baby. So kapag na-deliver na si baby pala, na wag mong kakalimutan kanina, na i-call time. Baby boy, tapos yung oras, or yung nasa oras doon, then you have to congratulate the mother that the baby is a healthy, breathing. So you have to inform, kasi kapag nagsabi ka na abnormal, baka tanungin ka rin doon. So after mo yun, thorough drying, tapos na tawag dito, yung skin-to-skin contact, then we are not done yet. So you have to keep massaging for the fundus, in massaging it sa may lower area lang din, so dito. Yan. Keep massage mo lang siya, or have an assistant to massage in preparation for that oxytocin injection. So naka-prepare na rin dapat sa oxytocin in a 3cc. 10 units is equivalent to 1cc, pero gagamit ka ng 3cc syringe. So you have to recap sa may right deltoid lang ni mother. Yan, inject lang slowly. Pero kapag sa pag-inject, dapat ikaw mag-inject, yung isa mong assistant ang magmamassage. Para you have to, yan. So kapag nagawa mo siya, kahit pa mo na siyang i-recap, lagyan mo na lang siya dyan, sa sterile tray naman. Then, you have to keep massaging lang din po for the uterus. So, since mother, you have to hold the baby, you have to do the skin-to-skin contact lang din po, and have an assistant to keep massage the uterus, prevent uterine atony. So you have to remove your first set of glove, making sure that yung hawak mo lang is yung soiled part. You have to invert it as possible. Yun, avoid touching the other glove kasi dugo-dugo yung first glove. Then you have to slide it under. Yun, remove, then discard. Then we still have now your glove for your placental delivery. But before that, since nakadapa si baby, doon nandito yung cord niya, nakakonect pa rin, you have to keep palpate lang din po. Okay, palpate mo siya sa ang part para make sure na, dual palpation, para make sure na yung cord or yung pulsation stops. And one pulsation stops, I have here your plastic clamp. You have to clamp it 2 cm from the base na umbilicus ni baby, na clamp mo, nandun siya. Then we still have your another what do you call this, instrumental clamp, 5 cm from the base, nandito, malapit siya dito. Okay, pag na-base na po natin siya, we still have your 3 cm space. Then from that space, you have to cut it. You still have your scissor, cut it not in the midway, but near the plastic clamp. Pag na-cut mo siya, then reposition again si baby in a prone position, then skin-to-skin contact pa rin. Then from we're not done yet. We still have to do the active management for third stage of labor, or AMTSL, which is a removal of the placenta using a control cord traction, at the same time counter traction. When say control cord traction, we still have now your, di ba nakakonect kanina dito? Nandito, na-close yung clamp, na-iwan dyan. Yan. So you have to hold, iikot mo lang siya, i-secure mo siya, then hold mo siya dito, ganyan, nandito yung umbilical cord. So, we still have that's your control cord traction, side to side, upward to upward. Then we still have your counter traction. So, in counter traction, you have to face the patient, massage it, ganon, or pushing it like massage, para kahit papaano, hindi magkaroon ng uterine inversion. And also, yung pag counter cord traction mo lang siya, alalay lang din, yon habang nagle-lengthening cord siya, para kahit papaano hindi siya magkaroon ng earlier placental separation that would cause placental retainment, then further bleeding. So, kapag na-remove na siya, nandun na yung placenta, you have to call it that time placenta out, yung time, then also if it's Schultz or Duncan. Then you have here your another tray para ilagay, or yung kidney basin, para ilagay mo yung placenta doon. You have to keep it aside. Yun, pag nakipit mo nung aside, you have to keep massaging lang din. No? You have to keep massaging it for the first hour, 15 minutes. For the second hour, 30 minutes. Then for the remaining discharges, you have to keep massaging it 4 to 8 hours to prevent your uterine atony. So kapag na-massage mo siya, you have to obtain assistance to keep massaging lang din. Then you have to, first and foremost, you have to assist or you have to inspect the perineal area ni mother if there's any laceration or tear. Kaya nag-Ritjans maneuver tayo kanina, which is your gauze pad, para ma-prevent natin yung laceration. And if and only if may laceration, you have to grade 1 to 4, kung anong laceration siya, then you have to repair or that's your ephysiotherapy if necessary to prevent further bleeding. Then after that, after mo po siya makip massage, yun, malacerate, you have, or malacerate, matahi, no, to prevent your for postpartum hemorrhage. You have to keep now your, what do you call this? Mental block. Okay. Yun. You have to assess natin yung breathing and also yung color ni baby. That's your Apgar for the 5 minutes. Kanina nag-Apgar na tayo upon delivery ni baby. 5 minutes na to. So after yung Apgar, i-score mo pa rin si baby. Okay, na-score mo na siya, di ba? Then that's the time po na you have to flush the perineum, okay? Yung flush na perineum, kung hindi mo nabunot yung IV, dapat na-prepare mo na siya kanina, guntingin mo siya, para kahit papaano, may butas siya, you flush mo lang din. Pero dapat peri-bottle. Then after that, you have to apply a peri-pad or your napkin for continuous monitoring na din for the lochia. So we have colors of lochia, dapat bright red siya, up to 3 days. That's your normal bleeding ni mother. Yun, then dapat 1 pad per hour. No more than 10 cm, yung size nung discharge ni mother o yung blood na saturated na yung perineal pad. Okay, dapat less than 1 cm or let's say 1 to 2 cm yung laki. And also dapat you have to ensure na may mga walang clots, yun you have to refer if necessary. Then, yun, after po natin siya ma-flush, perineal pad, then that's the time you have to inspect the placenta for completeness, such as yung 15 to 20 cotyledons, kasi if may naiwan, then risk siya for postpartum hemorrhage. That's your placental retainment. So, now you have to dispose the placenta. In doing so, with the disposing of the placenta in a disposable plastic, but you have to consider its religion. If they are Muslim, they do care with the placentas. In fact, they give a proper ritual. I mean, iba kinakain, iba ginagawang cosmetics. But in Christians, we do not care if they go home with their placenta or not. So you have to keep considering their culture of that patient or yung SO ni patient. So kapag na-separate mo siya, you have your kidney basin, o dapat may tubig na rin yun, or let's say, yung saline lang, pero chlorine solution, technically, in a 0.55, you have to decontaminate everything, is lagay mo lahat doon, no? Lagay mo lahat doon, shoot mo siya doon, with the saline water. That's your 10 minutes, along with your glove, so you have to remove it. Okay? You have to remove your first set of glove, or yung first set of glove, decontaminate it, para ma-remove lang yung blood. Pag na-remove natin yung blood lahat, that's your purpose of decontamination, then dispose as necessary. So, kapag na-dispose mo na siya, na-decontaminate mo na, you have to advise the mother, keep skin-to-skin contact lang po since we're not done with our procedure. Yon. Now, after the skin-to-skin contact, make sure na hindi naipit yung breathing baby that could cause asphyxia, no? Or yung cyanotic ni baby. Now po, you have to keep advising the mother to inspect for breastfeeding cues, such as yung rooting reflex. Mother, kapag nilalagay niyo po yung kamay niyo dito sa cheeks ni baby, sinusundan niya po, that's your rooting reflex. Sign na po na kailangan niyo na po siyang padedehin. Or let's see, yung dila niya po is laging lumalabas, yung nagsasak siya continuously. Then do not wait baby na magka-cry siya, because that's already a late sign na gutom na si baby for your breastfeeding. Now you have to assist the mother in a breastfeeding position, tummy to tummy, okay? Pahigan mo muna si mother or patayun in semi-follower position, tummy to tummy, chin to your chest, okay? After po nun, areola are fully sucked in. then dapat may swallowing sound siya. That's already indicated that's your colostrum. Your golden milk, that has your passive immunity for the baby, and also your colostrum o yung IgG. So kapag po na ano yun, you have to advise the mother to keep that, complete the course of your breastfeeding for every 2 to 3 hours, no? So after po natin siya ma-complete, that's the time po na we have to do the BCG or the CRIS prophylaxis for your eye ointment to prevent your ophthalmia neonatum caused by gonorrhea and also your chlamydia, now to prevent your inflammation and further blindness si baby. No, after po natin ma-complete yung physical assessment ni baby, then that's the time now we have to inject now the vaccines necessary according to the Department of Health. We have your BCG, Hepa B, and also vitamin K for your preventing of your bleeding. This is part of the immunization program of the Department of Health, such as the Republic Act 10152, that ensures that all, or it's a mandatory, ensures that all newborn are receive the adequate immunity against infections. Okay? To have that immunity na rin. Then after nun, you have to advise the mother po to keep breastfeeding every 2 to 3 hours. No? Huwag nyo nang hintayin si baby na umiyak. Kapag may mga signs, padedein. Then also, you have to delay natin yung batting up kapag nag 6 hours na. Kapag nag 6 hours, then you have to bat na po the baby. You have to advise the mother. Kasi kapag pina-bat mo siya, immediately pwedeng mag-cause ng heat loss. No? Then after that, you have to keep massaging the fundus for the first hour 15 minutes, for the second hour 30 minutes, and you have to both inspect the mother and also the baby for about the mother yung VS niya para ma-prevent natin yung hypovolemic shock, for that blood loss if any. For the baby naman, keep for its breathing, color, crying, yung APGAR, importante din yon. Then after that, you have to hand hygiene and document all the findings and refer if necessary. Then maintain natin yung mother diet. Okay? Then yun, do the perineal care. So before ending this combo po, I would like to leave a message that with proper assessment and also with procedure, it is an inherent power that comes with great responsibility. And from that responsibility, it establishes accountability, and most importantly po, it promotes your patient safety. And that's all. We're done with the combo. Yun, bird's eye. 20 minutes.